Hey guys, Luke here and welcome to episode 2 of my Win 1 Take 1 series. Now if you haven't taken a look at episode 1, I'd suggest you go and do that before watching this, just so you can get an idea of what this series is about. But if you can't be bothered, I'll just give a quick little summary. It's basically a series where we're going to be taking on all the NRL sides. We're going to start off by playing Auckland Nines, and if we win the game, we get a player. If we lose the game, we lose a player, and depending on how much we win by, we can gain more than the one player. But yeah, that's just a quick summary I've got. Now, we played the Rabbitohs in the first game, but for the most part, or for at least this Auckland Nines part, going to be going through the NRL league by alphabetical. So yeah, obviously the Rabbitohs are already played, so we won't be playing them again, but the Broncos alphabetically are the first side, followed by the Bulldogs. So they're both the sides we're taking on in this second episode, and it's going to be two games per episode. So yeah, the length of the video, this is going to be going for quite a while, but it depends on how many tries and how many highlights and stuff. And Auckland Nines games playing 5.5, so I'm not really sure exactly how many highlights are going to be in every game, but so far, it's been 3 minutes in, we've already got a try. I think it was McAuliffe or Hunt or someone like that, but Milford is the goal kicker. The person who's the goal kicker for you is the one who takes the field goals. I wish there was something you could sort of distinguish. There is a difference between obviously field goals and conversions. For us, Hazem El-Masri, who we've got out in the wing, he's the best goal kicker we've got in the side, and he's going to be the one who's taken the drop goals, even though he's never taken one as far as I'm aware of in real life, but on this game he's going to be the one doing it. Sam Burgess here, he does pick up an intercept here. We're already down 6-0, but they're putting in a pretty big chase here, the Broncos, and Burgess isn't going to have the legs there. You can see that we're very low on fitness there, and he'd already used it up very, very quickly, but thankfully Israel Folau has enough pace, he's got enough fitness or whatever, and he just ran straight through the gap. Broncos players hadn't gone onside, they hadn't even got back, so they couldn't even grab him even in an offside position because they just weren't there. And Izzy Folau just went for the corner. That's what we did. I don't know who the fullback was, maybe it was Darius Boy, but he was the only chance of getting to him and just couldn't happen. Now, big Rossi Simmons, or I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but we'll call him Ross from the Big Ant forums, the community developer or whatever he is. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but he came up with a pretty big run there. And then we get pretty lucky just before half time. We end up getting a penalty as well, and Sonny Bill was the one who grabbed the ball there and saved our ass pretty much. But we got Azarian, who's a hooker, gets it to the prop. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to try and pronounce some of these last names, and it's not really important the Big Ant players because I don't really know who they are. It's more of just trying to build this side at this stage. But yeah, Sonny Bill Williams going to score a bonus try here. I think that was a really nice try there just before half time, and I think it's very important. I do like to play from in front. If you've seen a Tiger sim or be a pro, I've talked many times about being able to, being in the lead. I like to control the game pretty much, control the tempo, everything about the game. I need to be in control. If I'm chasing points, doesn't usually fare too well for me. But 13-6 at the break, that crucial try to Sonny Bill, could be the difference in this game, because the Broncos are really testing us here, and I am finding it tough on the legend difficulty, but at the same time you throw it around a bit and you're pretty good in this Auckland Nines format. Broncos throw a big cut up pass there, went for the intercept, didn't get it. Thankfully Folau comes up with a tackle there and he saves us there, but they are going to throw another little offload there. And we got quite fortunate that Folau came up with a tackle, laid on them for quite a while, but they are going to throw up a bit of a bomb here, I believe. Oh no, it's not a bomb, it's a grubber. And then Azreen, he's going to get out the in-goal, and we'll throw a gap there. They had the fullback who probably would have came across and made the tackle, but I thought I'd just show that was a pretty big wasted chance, I'd have to say. And that's just talking about, I've talked about it a few times, you just need to go for the gap. Don't worry about passing it like you would in Rugby League Life 2, because the defense will slide, so you got to take advantage of them sliding, and I couldn't do that. And here, trying to play a little bit of hot potato there, just going for the passes when you don't need to do it, just take the tackle. And it was Ken Nagus doing that, the Raiders legend. And then we follow that up with conceding a try. Andrew McAuliffe scoring his second try, so he scored the first one as well. It wasn't Ben Hunt. McAuliffe just in the right place at the right time, really. We did the tap back, and I intentionally did the tap back. I was trying to hit it over the dead ball line because I wasn't really sure of the button on to take the proper catch, which I believe is actually triangle, although I think in the book you'll find it says X, and for Xbox users that's Y equals triangle, X equals A, I think green one. So we ended up picking up the victory by 1 point, I think it was, and because we only won by the 1 point, we only scored like, I think it was like 14 or 15 points. Can't remember exactly what it was, but we're only going to get the one player, and that was McCullough, who was wearing the number 7, who's actually Broncos' best player for them. So I'm happy in that sense, but the only other player we've picked up, we've only played one game, but the Rabbitohs game we picked up a hooker as well in McInnes. Both of these guys, at least on this game, can only play hooker, so I mean, obviously we can shift them around, and I intend on doing that. I don't really expect to play them in their positions all the time. You know, we're going to be picking the best side possible, not the best player position, but you know, in all the players we could have picked up, I was hoping maybe a Milford or someone, but you know, he'll do. McCullough, he'll do. I think in all the Rugby League Live 2 series win one, take ones, I got McCullough every time he took on the Broncos, so it just keeps up the tradition of getting McCullough. So, I mean, it's good in that sense. But we did start out the game very, very strong against the Bulldogs. We went for the short kick-off and that, and we got the ball. But we are going to fall victims to the first try, as I think it's Josh Morris in the number 1, not Brett Morris, but yeah, Josh Morris, it is confirmed. Goes through and scores, and Israel Folau, I think it was, come up with a pretty poor miss, and he's a pretty good defender in this game, so that was surprising, but, you know, Josh Morris is a good player. I think he just stepped around him. I don't think he barged him, but yeah, stepped around him. Moses and Blythe slotted the goal. So it was our time for redemption here, and the kickoffs is the best time to make a bit of a line break. I mean, obviously, you're not going to score from every single time, as of, you know, every line break. They do cover it up pretty well eventually, but in terms of, you know, getting that initial line break, you know, it's pretty effective to just hit the edges right from kickoff. I'm not sure if there's some sort of glitch or something where they just can't grab the ball or something, but yeah, that doesn't work out too well for them from the kickoffs. But Hazem Al-Masri didn't quite have the pace to go the distance. I think he's only rated 80 on this by the guy who made him, which I think is pretty fair. Hazem wasn't known for being an absolute speedster, and you know, Josh Morris is. So Josh Morris with the cover tackle, and Hazem got tackled, but we continued going down that right hand edge, and McInnes was the one that ended up scoring. We got Hazem to try and kick the goal, and although he's a great goal kicker, he's not a great field goal kicker. So from the sideline, probably not expecting him to kick those ones, although ratings wise it doesn't really matter. Now we went for the short kickoff here. We're trying to go for maximum points, and I figured it's, you know, getting closer to the end of the first half. Not really sure if we're gonna get the ball again, and it ended up being a bad decision, as Bulldogs, you know, they got great field position, nearly ran under the post there, but Israel Folau had enough pace to catch whoever it was. But they had a few sets. You might have seen the time difference in top left hand corner, thinking, between one tackle you're going through like a 1 minute game time, but no, they actually got repeat sets and that sort of stuff. So I didn't show it, but yeah, they were camped on our line, and they ended up scoring. We find ourselves down, and it looks like it's going to be 12-4 at half time. It's going to take something special here, and it started off pretty well. McInnes with the inside ball to Nagas, who gets it to Al-Masri, but Sonny Bill's going to die with ball there, and it was a bit of a hospital pass there by Hazem. Sonny Bill nowhere to go, but I think we had to go for it, and you know, it obviously didn't work out, but I'm always going to go for that one on half time. I think it's worth the risk. Now, moving in 10th minute, so this is the first possession we've had of the second half, and it's starting off really, really well here. McCullough, just if we had a proper winger on the wing there, I think we would have had a guaranteed try there, but McCullough, the hooker, ends up on the wing, and that really sucked. We blew a chance there, but we're going to have another opportunity, and that's a good thing about the Nines, just, you know, have opportunity after opportunity. So, you know, if you stuff up one, don't get too disheartened, because you're going to get another chance most likely. You know, probably every tackle in that set, there's a chance for a line break, just because of how much space there is on the field there. But you can see us going from sideline to sideline. Is it the best tactic? I'm not really sure, but it's working out for us pretty okay. Just a matter of getting that last pass off, and we do here as Azreen. He is a hooker, but he can also play halfback, which I think is where he's playing at this age, the number 3. And he races away and scores in the corner. The big spectacular dive. Now Hazem, can he curl this one around? Yes, he can. That was a little bit better, more in the sweet spot than some of the previous ones, even the ones that went over. But good stuff there by Hazem, straight over. Now Abbott, I think he's a prop in this game. I'm not really sure. I don't really know too much about him. I mean, he obviously is a big end player, so we don't really need to know too much about him. But he caught the intercept, and then McCullough here, who's wearing the number 7, playing at hooker. He just threw a little bit of a dummy there. It was actually at first receiver there, so maybe he's not playing hooker. Can't really remember. But yeah, he threw the dummy and just went through the gap, and I'm finding the dummy to be really, really effective on this game, and it just looks so nice when you throw the dummy and go through the gap. I really like it. Now, 4th tackle here, just trying to secure the win. I mean, we've got, you know, we had the game in our hands, and obviously McCullough picks up his second try. It's 2 games in a row for different sides, nonetheless. Well, not nonetheless, but two different sides, and he scored a double in both of them. But yeah, we were very, very lucky with that. I think they had to go for the win. They had to try and get out of the in goal, and they ended up sort of costing them a game. Now, we went for the short kickoff because I thought it was, the risk versus reward for this, for us coming up with the ball and scoring a try. I thought it was too great to not go for the short kickoff and try and get the try. As you saw there, we got run down in the end, but we nearly went in for a try. But Cameron McInnes just went from dummy half, did a spectacular dive in the corner. When you're in that sort of situation, the corner dive, it's pretty much a guaranteed try. So if you're really looking for that quick try, good to go for that one for sure. I think even in the 13 game one, they slide over for some reason, but we aren't actually going to pick up a bonus point in this game. We end up falling 2 points short, and had Haslam kicked one of those goals, obviously would have got us up to 30, but he did only miss the one. It was from the sideline, so I can't blame him. But yeah, we're only going to pick up the one player, so let's take a look at what player that actually is. And it's going to be the number 12 from the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs, so it is a bench player, and it was Antonio Kafusi, so another underwhelming pickup that we've ended up getting. But I mean, he's the first prop we've had, and I mean, there's not going to be too many props in this Auckland Nines sort of series, so any prop we get is a good one. Well, obviously some are better than others, but I mean, I'm kind of happy with the Kafusi one. We'll definitely take him, but yeah, how effective he's going to be in this format, I'm not really sure, but 13 aside, he might be alright. Anyways, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you leave a like, it'd be very much appreciated. If you can subscribe to my channel, also very much appreciated. My Facebook page is in the description below. You can follow me on Twitter as well. It's at Mr. Luke on my T. And if you want to leave a comment, I'll definitely read it and reply. And if it doesn't let me reply, it's just because of Google Plus sort of things, not because I'm ignoring you. Anyways, that's where the video is going to end. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye, guys.